Let's get you up to speed on the latest in sports. I'm Sean Yao. Gilas Pilipinas could not hold on to its early game lead and fell to Team Angola in the FIBA World Cup. What happens now to the national team's campaign after the second heartbreaker? Let's find out in this report.
Extension to the side, Clarkson, good ball fake, over to Scotty, over to June Marfan. Well, listen to this crowd roll.
Gilas Pilipinas had a strong start against Angola in the FIBA World Cup at the Smart Araneta Coliseum last night. In fact, they even had an 11-point lead in the second quarter. But the cheers of over 12,000 fans turned into dismay as Gilas slowly squandered the advantage. The Pinoys' offense went cold, coupled with a bunch of turnovers. The Angolans took advantage of this as they slowly chipped away at the lead. The African squad pulled away for good in the fourth quarter on their way to beat Gilas 80-70. This was the second defeat for the Philippines in the Worlds, having lost the opener against the Dominican Republic last Friday 87-81.
It's a great fight, like I keep saying all along, they're a great team, great atmosphere. They came out ready to play us. Very well coached, credits to them, made a lot of tough plays, they made it tough on us, but we were able to come out and fight back and get a win.
Aside from 15 turnovers, Gilas went 4 for 22 from the three-point land. They also lost the offensive rebounding department 20-12. The national team's running game was virtually non-existent as they only had 4 fast break points compared to Angola's 17. For big man Kai Soto, their focus now is on their next and final game against Italy.
We're just focusing on Italy, especially kung ano man yung nasa harap namin. Siyempre, against Italy, siyempre kailangan namin manalo every game. Di lang kami pinagpala na manalo this past 2 games, pero ayun lang, focus lang namin next game is Italy.
Coach Chot Reyes, meanwhile, had positive takeaways from the game. He praised his squad for marching on despite the deficit increasing to 16.
We were 16 down and we still didn't give up. We still kept hammering and we still made it a game towards the end. Couple of 3-point shots down the stretch. If we had made it, could have been a completely different story.
Dominican Republic currently leads Group A with a 2-0 record. Italy and Angola are right below with 1-1 slates. Despite Gilas' 0-2 record, they can still get to the second round. First, the Dominicans have to beat Angola. Second, Gilas needs to beat Italy by at least 13 points. This way, Italy, Angola, and the Philippines will also have 1-2 records, but the Pinoys will have the tiebreaker. Gilas will look to get one against Italy tomorrow, 8 p.m. at the Smart Araneta Coliseum. Catch the game live on TV5, One Sports, One Sports Plus, and the Pilipinas Live app.
And just like Gilas, the Italians are also getting ready for the final group stage game. The world's number 10 team will be looking to bounce back big time against the Pinoys, having absorbed an upset loss against the Dominican Republic. In what could be a do-or-die game for a spot in the next round, Italy's Luigi Datome says there is no time to lament the loss. What's more important is that they stay focused against Gilas. Just like against the Dominicans, Italy will have an NBA caliber challenge against the Filipinos, who are bannered by Jordan Clarkson. While they already have a game plan for Clarkson, the Italians say the rest of the Gilas boys will not be disregarded.
At this stage, there's no time for depression, no time for euphoria. We are old enough. Everybody went through important games. Everybody play against tough home court. Going to be exciting. I think going to be a nice atmosphere and have a game plan, try to execute it, stick with it. At the end of the day, we try to do the same thing.
Meantime, the FIBA World Cup will continue with several games today here in the Philippines. First to take the stage are China and South Sudan at the Smart Araneta Coliseum at 4 p.m., followed by Puerto Rico against Serbia at 8 in the evening. Games will also be happening at the Mall of Asia Arena. At 4:45 p.m., New Zealand will play Jordan as both teams try to book their first victories. Then at 8:40 p.m., it's Greece's turn to take on Team USA, with both coming off rousing wins in their respective openers. Catch the games live on these channels and streaming platforms. And apart from coach Eric Spoelstra, another American with a Filipino connection returns to the country for the FIBA World Cup. His story in this report.
On the sidelines of all the fanfare surrounding the FIBA World Cup, unbeknownst to many, a member of Team USA's coaching staff has what they call pusong Pinoy. And we're not talking about Coach Eric Spoelstra, but instead, the 62-year-old assistant coach, Chip Engeland. After graduating from Duke University in 1983, Engeland went undrafted in the NBA draft. This opened the opportunity for him to play in the Philippines, where he served as an import for the Northern Consolidated Cement team. The NCC squad was the team that represented the Philippines basketball program and the training pool for the national team. There, Engeland became teammates with some all-Pinoy legends like Alan Caydic, Samboy Lim, Hector Calma, and Franz Pumaren. That is why he relishes his return to the country for the FIBA World Cup.
So I came as a guest, a tryout, and I came in and the teammates were very nice to me, and I maybe got lucky and made a couple shots, and so I got voted in. Luckily, I got enough votes that they said this guy can stay.
Engeland was known as the machine gun for his hot shooting and sweet stroke. He was even the scoring champion in 1984 when NCC played as a guest team in the Philippine Basketball Association. Engeland says what he remembers most in his Philippine experience was the physicality of play, as well as going up against the country's best players.
Yeah, and I had like 50 stitches in my face in the golden era from taking some hits, trying to make some jump shots. So yeah, I got to play against the greats, the legends, Jaworski, Adonado. I mean, the great ones, Ricardo Brown, Norman Black, Atoy Ko, Philip Cesar. I mean, it's the list of champions.
He was supposed to be a naturalized player for the country, but that coincided with the EDSA revolution of 1986, so he wasn't able to return. However, Engeland said that the old NCC squad will have a reunion after the World Cup.
No, we're setting up our reunion. It's coming up in the next 2 weeks. We're just trying to find a night that's quiet.
Following his stint in the country, he went on to play for various teams across different leagues. In 1999, he took on his first assistant coaching job with the Detroit Pistons. After that, he went on to Denver, then San Antonio, where he stayed from 2005 to 2022. As of now, he's an assistant coach for the Oklahoma City Thunder. For News 5, Ian Suyu. We are One News.
We're taking a timeout. The game on One News Now will return after this quick break. Stay tuned. You're still watching the game on One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. Olympic pole vaulter EJ Obiena has taken home the silver medal from the World Athletics Championships in Hungary. Obiena successfully hurdled the 6-meter mark to equal his Asian and personal best. He needed 2 attempts to clear the mark. Despite ending up in second place, the Filipino ace posted a better finish from his bronze medal in the previous edition of the Worlds last year. Meanwhile, world number 1 Armand Duplantis remained champion in pole vault after clearing a jump of 6.10 meters. EJ will next play in the Asian Games next month in China. Multi-title volleyball coach Oliver Almagro will take on a new role in the Petrogas Angels franchise. Almagro will now be the team's head of volleyball operations after assuming the helm for the Angels at the start of the year. This also means that the former champs will be bringing in a new chief tactician for the upcoming All-Filipino Conference. Almagro steered the Angels to a runner-up finish in the first conference after losing to the Creamline Cool Smashers in the finals. Before this, he was head coach of the Choco Mucho Flying Titans in the PVL. Earlier this month, Almagro was also named head coach of Colegio de San Juan Letran. And world governing body FIFA has suspended Spanish football chief Luis Rubiales for 3 months. This is over a controversial kissing incident during Spain's celebration for its Women's World Cup victory. The details in this video from Reuters.
Soccer's ruling world body FIFA said on Saturday it had suspended Spanish Federation chief Luis Rubiales from all football-related activities for 3 months. That's while it investigates an incident in which he kissed player Jenny Hermoso on the lips after Spain's Women's World Cup victory. The suspension from national and international activities takes effect immediately from Saturday. Just 24 hours earlier, Rubiales had been defiant over the kiss, arguing it was consensual, and repeatedly saying that he would not resign.
No voy a dimitir.
Adding that what he called false feminists were, quote, trying to kill me. The kiss has been condemned as unwanted by Hermoso, her teammates and the Spanish government. Earlier on Saturday, the federation he heads said it would stick by him. However, after FIFA's decision was announced, a spokesperson for the Royal Spanish Football Federation said it respected all FIFA's pronouncements. In a statement hours before the FIFA move, the federation had said it would show there have been lies told about what happened by Hermoso or people speaking for her. Hermoso said she did not consent to the kiss and felt, quote, vulnerable and the victim of an aggression. The Spanish government cannot fire Rubiales, but has strongly denounced his actions and said on Friday it was seeking to get him suspended. The Spain women's team has also mutinied, saying they would not play internationals while Rubiales remains head of the federation.
Get your fill of the latest in sports at onesports.ph. Meantime, the news day continues later at 4:30 p.m. I'll see you then. I'm Sean Yao. We are One News.